Hello everyone. My name is Shirley Holdman, and I've written a play on this beautiful painting right here by Archibald Willard. And it came from this little book written by Henry Kelsey Devereaux. He was the little drummer boy in the painting. Can you believe that? He saw that folks had passed, and he felt that everyone should know about the other figures that are in the painting. And I'm very fortunate to be standing here with Karen Wright. She's from Wellington, Ohio.
My name is Karen Wright. I am the secretary at the Spirit of 76 Museum in Wellington. We are dedicated to the memory of Archibald Willard. We have, I think, 24 different paintings and all kinds of memorabilia that came from Archie. The Spirit painting started from Archibald was watching the Brighton Fife and Drum Corps out of Brighton, Ohio, getting ready for a Memorial Day parade, and he was looking out of a second-story window and saw them messing around, throwing their drumsticks in the air, and that's how Yankee Doodle began. And then he was with Ryder out of Cleveland, and he asked that Archibald make it into more of a formal painting.
Bill Ricca is the Yankee Doodle child because Thomas Ditson went to Boston to sell his vegetables and things, and he wanted to buy a gun. And what happened was the redcoats picked him up and were quite unkind. They tarred and feathered him, and that must have been really cruel. But when he got back to Bill Ricca, he was like a wet hen. He wanted to get even. So when he had a chance to march off to Concord, he was right there ready to go.
That's awesome. I did not know that.
You got Yankee. So the painting was first started called the Yankee Doodle.
Yes.
But when we got to Boston, it was on tour, from what I understand.
Yes,
it was
it
on
actually
tour.
started at the Philadelphia Centennial.
Yes.
And lots and lots of people went to see it. The president even went to see it.
Yes, the Centennial. And when it got to Boston, there was a gentleman in the group wandering the streets who was very different. And so the folks that were involved said, please don't call it Yankee Doodle, that's what we call him. And so they ended up calling it what its second name was, Spirit of 76.
Yes.
And there it is.
Yes.
People stood in front of that painting and cried. People came from all over and stood in front of it and studied the figures. It is amazing where that painting has been. Now, why is it in good old Marblehead, Massachusetts?
Well, from what I understand, Henry's father, General Devereaux, purchased it whenever it was on tour. After, there's some question whether this is the one that was actually at the Centennial or whether this is the second one that was made. But he purchased the painting and brought it here because he said that it was his boyhood home.
Yes.
So that is what we in Wellington know.
Well, I understand that there were 14 paintings of this, and each one called itself an original. So there are 14 originals of this. And we understand also that even after General Devereaux had the painting here, Archie was here, right here, tweaking it. So there's an original on top of the original.
Yeah, Archibald did have, actually there were 24 if you count all the sketches and watercolors and other mediums that he used. So he could call each one of them an original. He changed something on either the facial figures, their eyes, the soldier down here, the wheel, the flag, the young man back here, the soldier back in the back. He changed something about each one of them. And so by doing that, he could claim they were originals.
Yes.
And the other thing that we were told is that for family, he would place a cannonball, usually right about in here. And so if there's one that has a cannonball, which I have seen one,
right,
that was for a family.
Yes, and we understand right now here in Marblehead, Massachusetts, the little drum that was used by Henry Kelsey Devereaux is right now here in this museum.
And Wellington has the large drum and fife.
There was quite a friendship that Archibald had with Hugh Mosher, who is the young man on the end here. The two of them were in the Civil War together, and the two of them were able to share so many memories. How grateful we are to have that painting preserved. And something, Karen, I've thought of. At this time, it seems our United States is going through a challenge.
Yes.
Very much a challenge. And we have these two men, Archibald Willard, the painter, Hugh here, marching off to battle the Revolutionary War.
Hugh and Archibald were in the Civil War.
They were in the Civil War,
but this painting is
about the Revolutionary,
War.
And it's really interesting, the challenges that they saw going off to war with the Civil War.
Mm-hmm. Lots of unrest.
Yes.
Very similar to today.
Similar to today. And just knowing that there is an answer. Mm-hmm. There has to be an answer of compassion and caring, humility and listening, and knowing the answer is there. But how blessed we are.
We are.
Oh, thank you so much for coming all the way from Wellington, Ohio to Marblehead and being with us here and telling us all about this book. And this is what the play has been written about. What he wrote in this book, which was published in 1926. So this is 100 years old. 100 years old. And we're so grateful for all the support that we've had putting this play together. It's very short, but it is going to be something that can be used by students in high schools, professional theaters. It can be used by anyone to celebrate the United States 250th anniversary.
Absolutely. Thank you for writing it.
It's been a joy with all your help.